A long day. No time to cook. So you grabbed a burger, fries, and a cold drink, telling yourself, it's just one meal. But an hour later, you felt strangely tired. Your mind became foggy. You wanted something sweet again. And somehow you were hungry even though you had just eaten. You blamed yourself. You thought your willpower was weak. It wasn't. Your body was reacting exactly the way it was designed to. And here's the part nobody tells you. Within just 60 minutes of eating fast food, billions of tiny decisions begin happening inside your cells. Not in your stomach alone, in your brain, your blood vessels, even your immune system. Most people never realize this. The real damage doesn't begin years later. It begins before you've even finished digesting the meal. Stay with me, because what researchers discovered shocked even nutrition scientists. For the first few minutes, everything feels normal. You enjoy the taste. Your brain rewards you. That warm, satisfying feeling isn't imaginary. It's chemistry. Fast food is carefully engineered to activate your brain's reward circuits. Sugar, fat, and salt arrive together in combinations our ancestors almost never experienced. Your brain treats it like winning the lottery. For a brief moment, dopamine rises. You feel good. But here's where it gets counterintuitive. That pleasure comes with a biological bill. As the food reaches your stomach, digestion begins demanding enormous amounts of energy. Blood flow shifts toward your digestive organs like an entire city's workforce rushing to one emergency construction site. Imagine your body as a massive factory. Every department has workers. Some repair damage. Some build new proteins. Others produce energy. Then suddenly, thousands of delivery trucks carrying fat, refined carbohydrates, and sodium crash through the factory gates all at once. The workers stop their regular jobs. Everyone runs to handle the overload. That's why you often feel sleepy. Not because you're lazy, because your body has declared an internal emergency. Here's what changes everything. The story isn't really about calories. It's about a molecule called insulin. Think of insulin as the factory manager. Its job is to unlock cells so glucose can enter safely. After most balanced meals, insulin quietly does its work. No drama. But fast food changes the situation. Refined carbohydrates enter your bloodstream incredibly fast. Blood sugar rises sharply. Your pancreas responds with a powerful surge of insulin. It's trying to protect you, not punish you. This was never your fault. Your body is desperately preventing dangerously high blood sugar. And here's the surprising part. The stronger that insulin wave becomes, the faster your blood sugar can later fall. That's when many people suddenly crave another snack only a short time later. Not because they lack discipline, because biology has changed the conversation. Researchers at institutions like Harvard have spent years studying these rapid metabolic shifts. And again, they found the same pattern. The body isn't making a mistake. It's following ancient survival programming in a modern food environment. Here's the critical thing to understand. While insulin is managing the sugar flood, another system quietly wakes up. One that almost nobody talks about. Deep inside your cells lives a pathway scientists call mTOR. Under normal conditions, mTOR acts like a construction foreman. It tells your cells when to grow, when to build, when to store resources. That's useful, essential even. But what happened next surprised researchers. Because when mTOR stays switched on too aggressively after highly processed meals, another vital cellular cleanup crew begins slowing down. And that cleanup system may be one of the biggest reasons your body ages faster than it should. The Nobel Prize-winning discoveries of Yoshinori Ohsumi helped reveal just how important this hidden process really is. But here's the part that matters. Exactly what happens when that cleanup crew stops working and why it can begin less than an hour after your fast food meal is where this story takes a much darker turn. Exactly when mTOR becomes overly active, something remarkable begins to disappear. Your cells stop cleaning house. I know, that sounds strange. But imagine your body as a busy city. Every night, garbage trucks collect broken furniture, damaged wires, and piles of waste before the streets become unusable. Now imagine those trucks suddenly stop working. The city still functions for a while, but the trash keeps piling up. That's what happens when autophagy slows down. Autophagy is your body's recycling system. Yoshinori Osumi's Nobel Prize-winning research helped show how essential this process is for keeping cells healthy. It breaks down damaged proteins, worn-out cell parts, and dysfunctional mitochondria so they can be replaced with healthier ones. Here's where it gets dark. Fast food doesn't just provide excess calories. It often delivers a powerful combination of refined carbohydrates, industrial seed oils, saturated fat, and excessive sodium that repeatedly keeps insulin and mTOR elevated. When this pattern happens day after day, your cells spend more time storing and building than repairing and recycling. And that's where everything changes. Most people think aging begins with wrinkles. Researchers increasingly understand that aging begins much deeper, inside the cell, where repair slowly loses the race against damage. Here's what most people completely miss. Your immune system notices this meal too. Within hours, inflammatory signals can begin rising. Your blood vessels temporarily become less flexible. Oxidized fats and excess glucose create oxidative stress, forcing your antioxidant defenses to work overtime. Again, this isn't your body failing. Your body is protecting you from what it sees as a metabolic overload. The real question is whether you give it enough time to recover before the next overload arrives. Here's the practical protocol. Tomorrow morning, begin with a breakfast rich in protein and fiber. Eggs with spinach, plain Greek yogurt with berries, or steel-cut oats topped with walnuts are excellent choices. Why? Protein slows digestion. Fiber reduces sharp glucose spikes. Your insulin response becomes steadier instead of explosive. Around midday, take a brisk 15 to 20-minute walk after lunch. Not for burning calories, for helping your muscles absorb glucose directly from the bloodstream. Muscle contractions activate AMPK, a pathway that works like your body's energy sensor, improving insulin sensitivity without demanding another insulin surge. Stay hydrated throughout the day. Even mild dehydration makes your heart and blood vessels work harder, while adequate water supports circulation and normal metabolic function. In the evening, build your dinner around colorful vegetables, beans or lentils, fatty fish like salmon, and extra virgin olive oil. Why these foods? They provide omega-3 fats, polyphenols, vitamins, and minerals that help reduce oxidative stress and support cellular repair. Then, leave at least 12 hours between dinner and breakfast. That overnight fasting window gives insulin time to fall and creates better conditions for autophagy to gradually become active again. No magic, no punishment, just biology working in your favor. Here's the hope. One fast food meal doesn't define your future. Neither does one healthy meal. Your cells respond to patterns. Every nutritious breakfast, every evening walk, every good night's sleep, every meal that keeps insulin balanced. Those choices stack together, day after day, week after week. Your body remembers consistency far more than perfection. And here's the part nobody talks about. Many people spend years focusing on food while completely ignoring the one organ that decides how fast every cell in the body ages. In the next episode, you'll discover the hidden connection between your mitochondria, chronic fatigue, and why millions of people are unknowingly draining their cellular batteries every single day, even when they think they're living healthy. Once you understand that mechanism, you'll never look at energy the same way again.